What's up guys, Phantom here with 552 Gaming, and I'm going to show you today how to get started in Rising World. If you're not sure what that is, I'm not sure why you're watching this video, but it's a new voxel-based survival game on Steam Early Access. So without talking too much about it, we'll go ahead and get right into it here. The first thing you'll do, like with most voxel games, is chop some wood. So we'll just go ahead and chop down this tree. And like usual, you just equip your axe by pressing 2 on the keyboard and chop away. Eventually this thing will fall over like that. We'll get out of the way here. And we'll go ahead and reduce it down further so we can actually pick up the pieces. Alright, there we go. And we'll pick up the pieces with F on the keyboard here. Now that we have some lumber, we'll run off in this direction and see if we can't find a place to set up camp. And alright, this spot looks like it'll work. So we're going to go ahead and open up our inventory here. It's I on the keyboard to get there, and click on the crafting button. First thing we'll want to make is some lumber. We'll just make all of our lumber, or all of our logs into lumber, and go ahead and make a workbench. And we'll just go ahead and place that workbench with 3. You can rotate it with the arrow keys, and hold right click to set it down. Once we have our workbench made, we'll go ahead and walk up to it and press F. That'll bring up our crafting menu, and you can see we can craft a lot more stuff now. We'll go ahead and get some torches going. I suggest making the garden torches. We'll need some sticks for those real quick, so we'll make those. And we'll go back to the lights here. And yeah, I suggest making the garden torches, because the normal torches are great. They can be carried around, but you need these torch mounts in order to place them on walls and ceilings and stuff. These garden torches you can place by default. There we go, we got a couple of those. We'll make a couple of these. Alright, so we'll get into mining, but first we want to go ahead and press F12. That's not what I had in mind for that. Alright, there used to be a console. I'm not sure where that went. So I guess we won't do that. Alright, moving on. The next thing we'll do is start mining. You'll basically just want to pick any spot. And let's go ahead and start swinging that pickaxe at the ground. And the ground will break. As you can see, it's not really squares or any kind of definable shape that it breaks into. So you kind of have to pay attention when you're mining so that you don't get stuck anywhere, which you can do rather easily. You'll notice all these rocks falling down, we're actually picking those up automatically, and they're entering our inventory as more resources we can use to craft things. Alright, so now we have some of that. We'll go back over here to our crafting station, and we'll use our crafting station with F, and we'll see what other crafting stations we have available. Anvil, that's currently free to make in this version of the game, so we'll make one of those. Furnace, we don't have enough of anything. Saw bench, we do have enough lumber to make that, so we'll make that real quick. And we'll also want to make... where did it go? We want to make a tent, wherever the heck it went. It rhymes. Oh, there it is. Alright, looks like we need more sticks, so we'll just go ahead and make a few more of those. Oh, nope, not quite there. There we go. So let's go ahead and throw down our tent, our saw bench, and our anvil. Alright, so our saw bench we will put right about there. Once again, hold right click to place that. Our tent we can put right up here. And we'll just go ahead and rotate that like so. It doesn't want to place flatly, which is going to bug me, so we'll just go ahead and put it over there. Alright, and we'll put our anvil right there. And there's what you can make with the anvil. We don't have any iron yet. It looks like actually you're not required to have iron, so we'll just make some of those. And we'll go ahead and get over here, get the tools, make ourselves a hunting knife, which is apparently also free. A scythe. Where do we make a scythe blade? There we go, scythe blade. And come back over here, tools, scythe, craft one of those, and head into our inventory. And we can use the scythe to clear the grass here, which is nice because the grass does get kind of annoying. Alright, now we have ourselves kind of an established little camp here, which is cool. Let's just clear a little bit more of this. Alright, there we go. I'll make a little bit more room so we have room for the rest of our crafting benches here. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and chop a couple more trees, because we're going to need more lumber. And we're just going to go ahead, after we get the lumber we need, we'll make the rest of our crafting stations. We'll also need some more stone, so... Not sure if we're going to be able to get the logs here easily, but we'll find out. Alright, we got those. Hopefully that'll be enough, because we do need a lot more rock. Alright, while we're thinking about it here, we'll go ahead and find our little garden torches, wherever they went. There they are. And we'll go ahead and stick one somewhere. Looks like there we go. So now we have a little bit more light down here. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, yeah, I'll just point out that you can press F2 to enter fly mode. And you can fly around. Try not to fly through the actual game world, because that's a good way to freeze your computer or crash the game. But if you do get stuck while you're mining and you find yourself in like a pit you can't get out of, that's a good way to get out of it. And we need a trusty little torch here. If we can place one. There we go. Alright. How are we doing on stone? Looks like we have nowhere near enough. Alright, so let's go back to our workbench here and check things out a little. Well, looks like we came up short on lumber for that one. And we're still short on stone for that one, so we'll do another round of gathering here. Whoa, lag. Alright, that should be enough lumber for now, so we'll go ahead and get the rest of our stone, hopefully. Trying to place a torch, but it's not looking like it'll let me. So we'll use our trusty handheld torch and kind of get a feel for where we are down here. There we go. Alright, that should be enough stone here. Go ahead and access our little crafting deal here. Crafting stations. We have... oh, we need to process this first. Alright, so for crafting stations, we are a block bench. We have just enough to make that. And we have our furnace. We have just enough to make that. And for a loom, we'll need yet more lumber. And it's getting dark, so we'll go to sleep really quickly here. How you do that with this tent. Just press F and you'll be in it. And you'll get this little sleep screen. And if you keep waiting, it should turn to daylight. There we go. And we'll go ahead and cut some more trees. There we go. And with our block bench, we can make stone bricks. And that'll allow us to construct like a stone house or castle, whatever you want to make out of stone. With our loom here, looks like we can make a better tent. And sounds like it'll have some item storage, so we'll just go ahead and make that. And we'll stick this thing next to our other tent. There it is. So let's go ahead and set it up there. It looks pretty small for a tent. Must be one of those one-man army tents. And yes, looks like we can store gear in here. So that's cool. Just drag it up and down. And that's pretty much it. And with these crafting stations, you can make just about anything in the game. We've seen most of it being made. So there's a wood plank, and you can do whatever you want with that, really. It'll literally let you place it anywhere, any direction, any angle. And let's say we place it here. It doesn't appear to be really susceptible to physics, so you can make some interesting things with those as well. Another thing to note is if you break a plank like this, you don't get the plank, it just goes away. I assume that'll be something they'll rectify in a later version of the game. It is a early release alpha version, so there's not a lot of features just yet, but it does have a lot of promise, so I'm hoping it'll be improved greatly over the coming releases and such. I'll definitely post some newer videos later as features get added to kind of keep things updated. And if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to let me know in the comments section below.